Okay. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now. You see this bottle over here? Oh, sorry about that. I didn't have it in fast forward, but I somehow missed the voice. Right? Didn't get the cut. Didn't get the song. I don't get to use that voice. Which voice do I get to use? Oh my God! I can't believe it! Oh my God! All right, so let's get down to the business, right? Want to talk about angles? What about tip the kettle and pour it out? So I don't know the words. I'm gonna tell you right now. You talk about music, I'll say, yeah, I've heard of it. Maybe I know who sings it. Most likely I don't. Doesn't matter what period of time, it just didn't matter to me. I like the song. I didn't include anybody with it. I couldn't put enough information into my mind. Into here, I couldn't get it in. I only needed to know one thing. Oh, I like that song. What's the name of the song? I don't know. But what if everybody else wants to know? I should have wanted to care, right? But I cared about other things. I didn't have enough space. That's what's happening right now. The spout has come in so sharp to the center. Okay? It is only rising the lake before she spills over. By giving her a high rise, okay, a thicker area, no. It's thin, but it's high. It pours high from above itself. So when we pour it, look how I can pour this, right? It will not go over because my spout is smaller than the... Oh, well, there I go. I spilt over anyways. But my spout is smaller than the hole. So what is the angle of this? What is it going into? And what's going in? Do I need to make sure that I don't make it go over because then it might rain too much? So I push it in from underneath the ground, inside the lakes, and make little bubbles, showing like there's heat from beneath the ground when actually the water is falling down. But how is it falling down if it's going into the bottom of lakes and rivers and oceans and all over the place? There seems to be air coming from underneath the ground. That means it's coming up, right? But you know what? In this world and that world, everything is up. Everything is up. It's down, but it's always up. It's down, but it's always up, right? 3, 1, ocean, river, paddle over, canal, and up. The height, if I spread it open, it won't be a creek anymore. If I make this a little wider, it becomes the river. A little smaller, it becomes the creek. The hole is a little spout. It doesn't fit in because we need to put a top on it. We have to be able to hold it. Conformity. Raphael 7286. In my normal voice, I want to thank you for listening to this video. And about them turtles or them big sea turtles, well, I was scared to go in the lake because I heard that the turtles bite. So therefore, all my life, I had the snapping turtle. So snap backwards. S-N-A-P-P-A-N-S is P-A-N-S, pans. And it was always about, just putting the tack on the wall and Jesus tacked to the cross. And it's all about the cat, the 9 lives of the cat. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 6 and 8. 6 minus 1 is 5, 6 plus 1 is 7. 5 and 7, 3, 1, 3, the gateway of the 9 birth. 4, 1, 4. 4 times 9, 360 degrees circumference. 3 times 3, the diameter across, 34 DC, which is not included in the sun. 5, 4, 54, S-U, and S-19. And 21 equals to 40, and N equals to 14 equals to 54 the sun. But now that we got duality suns, we got 2. 54 now becomes 73. The number to Nibiru, 73. We have each circumference of 36. 36 and 1 to the heart of, and 36 and 1. Why? Because every part is counted in halves. I don't know. Why don't you ask how it's going with the Jays? Because they lost the points in the top half. The whole game, it was the top half of the inning that caused all the trouble. But thank God for the bottom half of the inning, we knocked in a few runs. It was the first part of the game, the second side of the field. We were on their side of the field for the first half of the game. We were on their side of the field for the second half of the game. We reversed sides. Timeout. Basketball, it's a part timeout. You can call part timeouts in the universe. You can hang in space. I'm hanging in the air. I don't know. Dr. J puts down the bucket. Shaq. What do you mean a Shaq? I don't live in no Shaq. Oh, Neil. Hey, yes, I know Neil Armstrong. He was up there. I saw Shaquille Armstrong right there on the moon. Made that one big step. To that one big foot, Shaquille. Right, what is that, 14, 50? What's the size of his foot? You got to take the size of Shaquille into his foot. And now you got to put it to Neil Armstrong and see some connection to somebody landing in space. Well, hold on a second. Is the moon in space? Yeah, it's in Earth space, but it's way up in the rafters. Rafters. Oh, was it the rafters that left the scratch at 3 marks? Duality to the sun. 36, 36, 72, plus 1 between them. Since the left one is 4 for circumference and right is 4 for circumference, it is 1, creating 9. 9 creates its own 2 sides. I'm not sure, but we were crossing over. Do you know what these are? This is 1 and 1. When I meet them together, they will become the letter M. This is the cap of each R. You see this? The card? Here's the cap of the card. You see this angle over here? Almost like standing up cups and saucers. You see the top half of it? No middle. This is the chalice with a hat and a face. The body is on the line. 88. Life as we know it. Remember, the sun goes up and down to the diameter on the cross. Not a circumference. Does she make a circumference? Does the sun make a circumference on half the earth? Or on all the earth? She pans. She pans for everybody. She doesn't pan for everybody at the same time, or all our time would be the same. She pans in, and she pans out, because she pans away. It's a Twisted Sisters. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Twisted Sisters? I didn't say Twisted Sisters. What are you talking about? There's no movement of the sun, is there? Holy crap, look at the sun! Whoa! Okay, time out. The diameter. Shaquille. Man walked on the moon, 1967 and 1985. Matrix. Silver. There says green to go towards gray 8. Why is it gray 8? Because the cue ball hits the black ball and there's a white spot on that ball, and all of a sudden you need those 2 balls together to create your 8 and nothing. Your cue ball, the letter Q is the 1-7. It is the ball that partakes in the beginning and the end. It's the rope. We're in the middle of that rope. We're number 1 in the middle of that rope. Isn't that the way 1 and 7 would be? Well, look, here's 6 on this side, 1 on this side. It's on the same cue. Must be my 2 hands skipping that rope all around the moon. You know, it goes all around the moon and underneath my feet. Thank God they're holding. Yeah, hold that Earth up. Hold on a second. Yeah, hold her up just a little bit higher. Yeah, she's a little low today. Not off by much. One particle, but the particle, you know, moved over for 1,000,000 miles. The Earth's a little crooked today. We can't tell because she ain't squared off. She's all round, so we can't tell the difference in the bubble of the Hubble, right? There we go, double bubble. We've got twin suns. 36 plus 1 spirit. That brings 37. 36, 36. 36, 36, 37, 37, 74, 5, 14, 23, 32, 74, 7 by 4, 28, the cycle of the moon, plus 7 and 4 is 11. Equals to 39. Sky systems. Highway 93, Hoover Dam, running Saturn skies. 3 and 9, Ciela. The circle of the sun. Whoa, the sun is wobbling today. Could cause an oscillation, but watch out that the sun is just wobbling. Or maybe it's the Earth just wobbling, you know? Oscillations. Oscar, walruses, lost in translation. How's that oscillation walrus hunt coming there? Well, the walrus hunt and, oscillation, it's okay, run on by. Gotta sort of lose that in translation, because you know what? I make it all up, they make it all up, but I'm crazy and they're not, so their secret is good if I look crazy. Which other way should I look? I don't do art, okay? I do numbers. I do numbers. This is the tower. 1 tower going all the way down. Fire in the hall. Why is it on this angle? Because the book says the squares do it. You know what they do after that? Even if it's on this angle and the squares are here, the whole entire universe is bent. If they want to talk about bell curve, well, it's included in everything. The universe is bent. That's how we make the lines sort of straight. To almost work out so we can never understand what's behind pi, because pi is not a constant according to the first million numbers. But pi is a constant because 147 times 3, 3 times 1, 3 by 4, and 3 by 7 is 21, 12, 33, and 134 DC. It does not ride in the sun. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 by 4 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 3 by 7 is 21, 2 and 1 is 3, 3, 3, 3, the 9 lives of the cat, Lovejoy. The dog, the cat, Lovejoy, and the 2 pigs. The 2 pigs somehow in and out of different suns, pigs, suns, dice cubes, number 1s. The number 1 is apparent in A. The number 1 is apparent in C. The number 1 is apparent in E, ace. So Krista Berg sang that song, every single ace is on the line, right? He slipped another ace. He slipped another ace because they're talking about this kind of reality. They're talking truth, I believe, and so far I've witnessed, to the numbers that every single song that we will ever hear, okay, will have an angle pertinent to the reality of creation. One of those angles will go to creation. Some of the situations are softer than others, so they're really hard to figure out, and some of them are multitudes of. We want to find the basic ones, like Krista Berg, where he says, I am playing cards. He did get an ace. There is some guy in the background, and you know she's running slow. Well, she's running slow. So, if she is running slow, how can we speed her up? And in what kind of world do you think that we are? We are streaming. It's got to come down real quick, and by the time it comes into you, everything is slowed down. I have my high blood pressure, and my low blood pressure, and I'm just rocking. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I can only tell you the truth if somebody proposes a question. If somebody intimidates a situation, changes a reality, makes any kind of difference, which allows me to see between without me looking to start. The difference is everything. Thank you for watching.